What is consciousness? Consciousness is often considered to be one of the biggest mysteries of today, but I think it can be boiled down to a particular process of memory access in the brain. The conscious experience of any particular thing or circumstances is by means of a combination of memories being accessed. If the combination involves memories of an object in addition to something that the object is interacting with, the result is a conscious experience of that object. This causes an aware connection between the object and that which is interacting with. The complex combination of related and relevant components is what causes the significant result of consciousness. The interworkings of a combination of many smaller components creates something greater and more significant than the sum of its parts. That concept is observed to occur in many other circumstances in this universe, construction by smaller parts. So when considering consciousness, why think otherwise? The specialty of humans is the ability to further dissect memories, enabling more specific parts of the memory to be referenced, and label memories with language, enabling more effective and precise references of more memories. These abilities allow access to all the components of memories, which are required to understand the interaction or cause and effect of that which the person is being conscious of. When a person accesses components of memories which are relative to the interaction of a particular object, then they obtain a conscious experience of that thing, or things, or concepts. This combination occurs as brain activity commonly because the neural activity regularly accesses a memory, then related memories via commonly used neural pathways. These related memories commonly being accessed sometimes results in the required combination in the right circumstances. As an equation, to be conscious, the required combination of components is the memory of a factor plus memory of another factor plus memory of those factors' interaction. An example could be you being conscious of a dog running on the ice. The first factor would be memory of the dog, the second factor would be memory of the ice, and the interaction would be memory of the interaction of the movement of the dog relative to the ice. So when you have memories of the dog relative plus its relative location, plus the interaction of the dog running relative to the ice in your mind at the same time, this combination of memories equals consciousness of the first two factors and their interaction. This is a basic example of the minimum requirements to be conscious of something. You could be conscious of additional factors as well, but each additional factor requires an additional factor of interaction. Being conscious of the dog being alive requires a secondary factor of the relative space where it is, and the factor of interaction of the action of the dog living. The dog being orange requires the interaction of light bouncing off of its fur in certain light waves. Another example is being self-conscious. The first factor is yourself. The second factor is a space or place relative to where you are. And the interaction is the interaction of you existing through action relative to where you exist. When it comes to general consciousness, or the more generalized feeling or sense of overall consciousness, the first factor would be multiple factors in your current surroundings, and the secondary factor would be the location that you are aware of, which could be a room, city, planet, or even the entire universe. The interaction would be the concepts of how those various factors interact with each other, or the time involved in existing. General consciousness feels more significant because there are multiple factors and more factors which are significant to the present situation. With memories of factors and interaction of those factors, the amount of memories causes the amount of consciousness. More factors and interaction means more consciousness. Consciousness involving active sensory perception is more vivid because the factors of which the person is conscious of are continuously being recorded as memories and immediately being accessed. The memories being accessed so quickly causes accuracy and vividity. Overall, from the occurrence of many insignificant but related components comes the construction of a few but significant combinations. Understanding these components of consciousness and how they interact should allow consciousness of consciousness.